Good evening. A bit of a later start today because I was finishing up some things, but I've got a cool Lego set today. I got the Lego City Gaming Tournament Truck, which is probably my favorite set from the current Lego City selection. Lego City started many, many years ago, about 40 years ago when minifigures started, as Lego Town, and for 4 decades it's the longest running Lego theme if you count the town the town era. But when Lego Town changed its branding to Lego City, it pretty much remained the same, and for the most part for 4 decades they've been doing the same kinds of sets inspired by the real world. And through my previous Lego collections and even until now, I haven't been too terribly interested in it because it's all the real world stuff. But I've been watching reviews. I've been watching a few Lego reviews channels, and I learned some of the recent Lego City sets have really been unique and colorful. And so I got this gaming tournament truck, which we are going to take a look at today, which reminds me of some activities I used to do back in college. So, so there's a personal connection with me and the set that I didn't even know I had until I learned this set existed. And knowing what they're doing with Lego City now, how they're trying to make some aspects of Lego City more unique, it may become a significant part of my collection. I mean, you've seen the sailboat and you've seen the Arctic Explorer on this channel, both of which are technically under the Lego City line. And Lego City even has a space sub theme right now. So Lego City is doing some pretty fun stuff, and I shouldn't be ignoring it anymore, because then I might be missing some fun stuff. So let's go ahead and switch over the camera. And you can see this box is massive. The box itself takes up my whole table space. I'm hoping the truck itself, as we build it, fits on the space. I have, of course, I've cleared my little side area, just in case we need to move parts off during the building, because the table needs to be free for us to build on. So, like if we have side builds or whatever, I'm probably going to have to take them off the table while we build the main unit of the truck itself. You can see from the picture, there's like an arcade controller or a game controller gamepad decoration on the top of the truck. There's a big screen. Those are stickers, by the way, I know from the review. I am not looking forward to doing those stickers. And then down here, there's two competitors on their computers with a screen behind them. And there's also, of course, an area for the driver up here. And then there's, behind the cab, there's an area for the trophy. And in the back of the truck, there's a little merch area. Give me a moment, please. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, this set is more stickers than prints. I am not really looking forward to it. Those stickers at the top are probably going to be the biggest, physically largest stickers I will have ever done on a Lego set. So let's go ahead and crack this open. It's a bigger set and we need to get started. Hold on a second. All right, let's do this. The seal of the box has been broken. And I actually bought this about a month ago, and the eBay seller never shipped it. It never responded to my communication, and eBay actually had to open a case and refund me. And then I bought it again from a different seller, and here we are. So, wow, this is massive. I'm trying to make sure pieces don't fly off the table here. All right, that's everything in the box itself. Here's one sticker sheet, and those stickers look pretty big. And, all right, there's a bag 4 here, which we'll set aside. Bag 3 we need to set aside. And then bag 2 we need to set aside. And here's bag 1. And this is a big parts bag. Wow, look at this bag. That's unnumbered. This is a big, huge white, looks like a white chassis piece, and a big, huge black piece. That probably explains the size of the box. Actually, we got 2 of those white pieces. So this is probably, this probably partially counts for the size of the box. We'll keep on bag 1. Here's the manual, but as usual, I actually have the instructions. I'll pull up the instructions right now on the computer screen, and we'll be following along and using those instead of the printed. And here is the one sticker sheet that I saw before, but here's this other sticker sheet with the 2 really giant stickers and some other stuff. You can see these really cool player character representations. There's what looks like a blue sword mage and an orange troll wizard kind of character. Pink and orange. So let's go ahead and open bag 1 and get this model started. Let's come over to the instructions. So bag 1, we start by making this fangirl minifigure. Let's get the pieces out first. Let's not get ahead of myself here. And bag 1 has wheels in it, because bag 1, it looks like it's just going to be the fangirl and the front cab of the truck. So the really fun stuff starts in bag 2, it looks like. But here's all the pieces. And as usual, never throw out your little bags until you finish the build. You want to make sure you're not leaving pieces behind. So yeah, bag 1 says to start with the fangirl. So we're looking for the white pants. And then we have here a torso. Yeah. We have this jacket with what looks like a Equalizer t-shirt under it. And then we get the that minifigure head has a beard, so that's definitely a guy. We want this one. So we can give her smiley face, or we can give her a face that represents either really excited or really tired. That's kind of a cute look. I'm probably going to keep it. We'll give her the hair, and the picture shows that she's also holding her cell phone, which is, the cell phone is this cute little printed tile. Let's see, can I get that on camera? I'm trying to, there we go. Little cell phone here. Cute little cell phone for the fangirl to hold. And you know what? Usually when they only have one accessory, the instructions show to put it in their right hand. So this girl's actually a lefty. That's pretty cool. I'm mostly a lefty when it comes to my phone too. And I'm actually going to switch her to the regular smiley face for now. So there's our fangirl holding her cell phone. And as usual, we will pose her sitting in the back to watch the build. Which is, next page. Next page has us building the driver of the truck, who is also the announcer of the tournament. He's the host and announcer of the tournament, and he drives his truck. So, let's see. He just has the one face. So let's find his hairpiece. And he's holding a microphone according to the picture. I do still need to find his hair before I show it to you. There's the hairpiece for him. So yeah, there's only 2 minifigures in this bag, and the set has 4. So I'm guessing the players will be in the later bags. The actual competitors in the tournament. But here's the driver / announcer. He's holding his microphone. You can see how excited and happy he is. And he also has a tournament logo on his outfit. And the tournament logo reminds me a little bit of the Video Games Live concert tour, which I've been lucky enough to see twice. You haven't lived until you've heard One Winged Angel performed live. Anyway, we'll seat him next to the fangirl so that they can watch as the build comes together. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that little interruption. The door was open. We had well, not the door, but we had a window open because it was warm in here, and the neighbors started doing something, and it was stinking up through the window. So we closed it up, and we'll be fine now. So here we go. We have the driver slash host, and we have the fangirl. And the reason they're sitting instead of standing to watch the build is because they're less likely to fall over if they're sitting. All right, so now we have to build this thing with this transparent green brick. All right, so this section is going to come together like this. Hold on 1 second. Did I turn my microphone back on? Yeah, we're good. All right, let's keep going. And then so we have this plate. And as standard disclaimer with my Lego builds applies. My fat fingers get in the way, but I'll try and keep as much on screen as possible. Sticker application requires full sticker application is precise and may go slightly off screen. You know, the standard stuff. So we put that there, and then this gold piece here, like that. And then there's what looks like a video game controller piece. We've actually seen this, this unprinted video game controller piece we've seen before, because it was the console for 2 of our Speed Champions cars. There it is. This looks like it's a trophy of some kind. We will set that aside. And you know what? For the trophy, I'm actually going to set it on the side table for right now, because it's small and can easily get mixed up and stuff. We'll bring it back when it becomes relevant again. Without a gaming truck, without the game system, and without the competitors, nobody can win the trophy anyway. So it's useless until later in the build. So we'll just set that off to the side and out of the way until we need it. So obviously these plates with the pins are where we're going to eventually attach the wheels for this section of the truck. Okay. Okay, so we have this blue bracket here. There's no blue in the color scheme for the truck, so my guess is that's a piece that's going to be entirely covered over and not visible in the final build. Wow, we're 16 minutes into stream and we literally just started the build. That's okay. We had a few interruptions and I did a lot of talking. Oh, we need to put this plate on first, and then this plate goes over this plate like this, and then that goes on the bracket. Okay, and then we get these wheel arch pieces over these two wheels. Yeah, so the blue piece is almost completely covered over and not visible from the out. I like when Lego does that, having secret colors inside the build that can't be seen when the build is complete. It also helps with placement when on some models where all the outside pieces are the same color. It also adds to the variety of colors you get within the set. When a set's exterior is all within a specific color scheme, or even one or two colors, having other colors on the inside where you can't see them helps give you a variety of pieces of different colors. And it also helps in the instructions too, because it helps you figure out placements where everything else looks the same. So, all right, there's a steering wheel there. So that's what we have so far. And this is beginning to look like the front of a truck. So bag one is coming together pretty efficiently. As you can see, we don't have that many pieces left in bag one. But bags 2 through 4 is where the real fun begins. Okay, that's a cool piece. It's a plate with some studs on side bracketing. And then slopes and a tile, it looks like. And I know the black pieces don't come out that well on camera. My lighting's not the best, but we make do with what we have. Oh, that's cool. Using these tiles here to create some geometric shaping, so it's to give it a splash of color. I like this. Okay, and then it uses these trans greens as well on the sides of the shaping like that for the lights. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this for a vehicle detailing before. I like how they're using that pentagram piece, or not pentagram, pentagon piece. It's used a lot for shields. It's a cool shaped piece, and I like when it gets used. So we need to gray tile to make the license plate, it looks like. And give me a moment. We're going to make the license plate. No, that's not good. Worst sticker placement I've ever done. And that's saying something. That's not going to come out even. Well, it's better than it was. Actually, that's not terrible. And of course, I had to eat everything because I'm Butterfingers in the evening. Where did that piece go? It's the piece I'm working on for this step. Alright, I see the piece, but my table's in the way. Can I get it out? Can I retrieve it? I got it. So, let's pull the table back into position and try this again. Sorry about that. Anyway, here's the license plate. You can see City has a tradition where vehicles with license plates, they usually use the set number as the plate number for the vehicle. That ensures that every vehicle has a unique plate and they're not repeated across the decades of city. That said, themes outside of city that use license plates usually use a license plate relevant to the theme rather than generic set number ones like city does. It's a good system because it ensures that every vehicle in city has a unique plate. So this is the section for the front of the truck, which we will then apply to those brackets like this. And boom. So we now have the shaping for the front of the truck. All right, now we got to build up the sides of the truck, and we have very few pieces left on this bag. I'm glad this bag came together quickly because it means we'll be able to spend more time on the part of the set that really matters. And then we have these green slopes in the back. And this gray grill like that. And then we put this big windscreen on the front of the truck like that. And it's time for the next sticker already. Where's sticker number 1? Oh, that's cool. This sticker has the tournament logo on it. It goes on the slope of this top canopy piece. Like that. That's a pretty cool sticker. This set, a lot of the stickers in this set are bigger than average for Lego stickers. But there it is, and that adds some really cool detailing to the truck as a whole. So that snaps on there like that. And you take that off to put the driver in, but we're not going to do that right now. And then, of course, we just have to put the wheels into the tires and put them on the truck. I do a lot of putting wheels into tires because I've been collecting Speed Champions. And then I also did the Bowser car the other day. So I've got a few. I've got a bit of experience with putting tires on wheels with Lego. So now we just have to pop these into the axles like this. I'm probably not going to put the driver in the truck because when I set this up for display, he'll be in announcer mode. So the truck will be open and all that. So, all right. So here's the cute little cab that's going to pull the whole truck. And tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take this and set it off to the side with the trophy for right now. Because the main portion of the truck is going to be a massive build and we need all the table space. The people can watch. I have that tradition on my stream that the minifigures can watch. So this says we have to open bag 2 as well as get out these big white pieces that I think are going to make up the chassis of the main portion of the truck. Bag 2 looks like a lot of colorful pieces that aren't necessarily going to be part of, well, a lot of colorful pieces, period. Let's just go with that. So let's get everything out for bag 2. And then we have this other bag inside bag 2. And it looks like bag 2 is where we get the 2 players. Because I can see both torsos sitting here. So we will get to look at the other 2 minifigures in a moment. No accessories for them yet. So there's the blue player is a boy. And you can give him happy face, or yeah, let's do this before I put the hair on. You can give him happy face, or you can give him surprised upset face. I'm gonna give both players the neutral face for right now. But when I set the scene later, we can always think about adjusting later. And he has this pointy blue hair piece, if I can just get it to slide on. So there's the blue player. And he plays the sword mage. And then the pink player is a girl who plays that troll character we saw. So let's get the pink player put together. She has the happy face, or a standard confident, smiley, happy face. Or you can give her this more worried expression. And we get to give her the hair, of course. She has this big, they both have a colorful hair, shall I say. So there's the pink player. And I will put these two players next to the fangirl and the host as we get ready to build here. Let us begin the main portion of this truck. So here's that blue bracket. There's the piece. Okay, so now we got to get the trans red slopes. I'm getting better at working with these 1x1 slopes. They're in so many sets nowadays. They're good for detailing. I'm getting better at gripping them, but I'm still not the best. You know what? These guys are right where my hands typically go. Let me put them in front of the build. You can see them from here. Why am I? Alright, now we're squarely on camera. There. The minifigures are now facing away from the build, but I'd rather you be able to see them than my hand get in the way and constantly be knocking them over. And that goes on the back bracket like that. Does it now, or do I not have it facing the right way? No, I think it's supposed to go like this. Second Butterfingers moment. All right. That's because I put the piece on incorrectly. That's why it wasn't going on. Now with that fixed, we can do that. So now we take one of these big, huge pieces and looks like we're supposed to line it up against the, like this. I hope I have that lined up precisely. But let's carry on. So we have these trans red grills. And then there's that green tile. Sorry, that was all off camera. And I just snapped this whole section off. I hope that's not a regular occurrence with this build. Let's make sure I line it up properly. Oh, you know what? That's set up to look like stairs. Something happens on that part of the truck inside. Okay, now it looks like we start on this piece of the truck. Okay, interesting how that plate fits in to that chassis piece like that. And then we take this and we stack these two yellow rounds inside. Those are just filler pieces, it looks like. Because they go here where nobody's going to see them. On the inside like that. And then there's a gray axle. And I'm actually, this is a bit early in the stream for this, but when we finish this numbered bag, I'm actually going to need to do a bio break already. I need water. Because we closed the door, it's warm in here again and I'm really thirsty, so I need to get myself some water. That axle piece wasn't in all the way and fell out. Where did it go? If it went on the, I didn't see it go on the floor. I heard it fall against the table, but I'm not seeing it now. Phone flashlight time. Let's shed some light on this carpet, because the piece that fell is the same color as the carpet. I want to see if it went on. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not seeing that piece on the table right now. Hold on. That means I need to move the table again to look on the floor again. I need to go all the way to the floor and do a full dive. Hold on. There it is. Found it. Yeah, the piece may have been the same color as the carpet, but with a flashlight on my phone, that's not a big deal. Okay, let's get the table back into position. Good enough. Let's get back to it. So this axle was in this point here. There. Now it's securely connected and it won't fall out again. So yeah, you can see how long the truck is. You can see how long the truck is going to be now that we have the base plates together. You can see they make up a significant portion of the table. So if I pull the cab back over, this is how it's going to go on, and it's on here like that. Yeah, you can see it's the entire, almost the entire length of the table once the cab is added. So we'll keep the cab off while we're building for the extra room we need to build with. Okay, maybe I won't need a bio brake. We'll see how I feel after the bag. And this is one build where the two sides actually aren't symmetrical, because on one side you get the players, and on the back side you actually have a mechanism. So you'll notice as we build this that the two sides are not symmetrical. It's cool when LEGO is able to design play features such that the mechanisms and controls are unobtrusive to the overall exterior design and don't get in the way of show. Play is good, show is good, but the best is when play and show work together. It's a concept that theme park designers heavily believe in, and I think it also equally applies to LEGO design. Play and show need to be able to work together. I know I'm faced away from the camera for this, but I need to do what's best for efficiency and comfort. One of the cool things about LEGO, the LEGO building process, is watching how these different generic shapes all come together to become a bunch of different unique builds, and that the same shapes can be used to make a building or a vehicle or an animal, or just a random abstract art piece. But they all use the same basic shapes, and that's one of the fun things about LEGO, is watching how each set comes together. Oh, I see. You know what these are with the hinges? This is where the two-player consoles are going to swing out. That's why you have tiles here, so the pieces will be able to swing freely once we add them. I see what's going on here. You see this inner wall here? This inner wall is to separate the mechanism from the show side. What mechanism, you may ask? Well, I saw it in a review, but we have to build this up some more before we can get to it. We're almost done with bag 2. And I think I will go ahead and take that bio break, because bag 3 is where this truck's really going to start to look cool. Yeah. I still can't get used to 1x5. 1x5 was never a thing in Lego through all my years, and all of a sudden in recent years it's a thing now. And I just am having trouble getting used to it. Okay. I do like this neon green color. It'll accent with the black that the rest of the truck is made of very well. Very nicely, I mean. Video Games Live, the Video Games Live concert tour, had a very similar color scheme. Okay, in this section here, there's this gold jumper tile plate piece that goes there like that. Okay, now we have to do a little bit of a side build here. Not a side build. This is a sub build. A side build is when it's a separate piece or accessory. A sub build is when it's something that's going to be part of the main unit. Okay. We need tile or sticker number 7. Sorry, like I said, with stickers, precision matters. So I can't just contort my arms like I do for building sometimes. So there's sticker 7, which is the pink player. Or I should say, you see the pink player sitting there. This is the pink player's character. Where did I put the rest of that? Ah, there. And this, okay, it says I'm supposed to turn this around and face it like this. And then I sit this on the track like here. And now we're doing another one of those, but this time, sorry, I did that a bit off camera. We got to take the number 4 sticker, which represents the blue player. So let me get this sticker on. I keep dropping things. All right, sorry if I'm a little off camera with the stickers. Yeah, that looks good. Here's the blue player. And this will go on the bracket and go on that end of the tiling. And then I take this brick and I place it over those brackets. And now the brackets, oh, that's cool. So the whole point of those brackets and this brick in the back here that's holding them in place is it's actually a very simple mechanism without a lot of extra pieces. And when they make mechanisms simple like this, it's easier to disguise them into the already existing shapings of the build. So you can slide the bracket and then you can slide this one over here, and you can have the two characters. You can have the two characters clashing like that. That's actually a pretty cool effect. So my assumption is the pieces that represent the screen are going to be put up behind those two moving tabs. And they do get stuck sometimes. It looks like this one's stuck a little bit. Yeah. I want to make sure all the tiles are flat and secure and not obstructing before I move on. Because once we put on the body of the truck, this will be impossible to fix if everything's not flush properly. So let's see. Yeah, this one goes all the way to the stopper. And then this one goes all the way to the stopper. So yeah, we've smoothed things out now. And I'll put them in the middle. Alright, and now we just take these two green plates and finish the edging for the truck pattern here. And then we have this bit, which goes here. Yeah, and that just shows what I just demonstrated. And that is bag 2. So I'll go ahead and put these behind the people. And let's bring in the cab so you have something to look at while I go do bio break. So there's the truck as it exists so far. It's nothing special yet, but you can at least see the character pieces. And I'll So I will now take a quick bio break and then we'll come back and watch as this truck evolves into something truly special. I'll be back in a minute. Well, give me a couple minutes actually, but I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back, so let's get ready to build bag 3. Okay, I'm back. Never underestimate the importance of a good bio break. Bag 3 is this one. And this one has some big pieces in it. And I want to move this back to where I can handle it easier. Fix him. Let's get bag 3 stuff out. Lots of really big pieces in bag 3. And I can see some cool looking pieces as well. So let's finish getting everything out. So bag 3, I think, is where the truck's going to take shape, and then bag 4 is where we're going to start to see some final detailing, is my guess. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we want to take the cab off to the side so that we can have more room to focus on the actual build. So here we are, the truck. And let's go ahead and keep going. All right, let's begin bag 3. We're at the 1 hour mark now. Okay, so which way do we want to be facing? The gold square on my left. All right, and then we take this big panel piece here. It looks like we close off this side like that. So this little bit sticking out beyond the panel, that looks like it's going to be a whole separate thing there, where the stairs are. Did I put that? Yeah, I put that facing correctly. And actually it wants me to, you won't be able to see any of the action if I try and look at this from my end. So I will do my best to twist my arms around the model so you can see the build as it happens. Okay, so that looks like the a printed cash register piece. So you know what? This is what the printed cash register looks like. Shayna actually has a set, a friend set, which uses this exact same piece. It's a restaurant. Anyway, that goes here. So it looks like we're building a little merch area. Because that's obviously, well, the cash register makes that obvious. So we're working on a little merch area right now. And then we have this little corner panel. Let's see if, let's make sure I place it correctly. And then I have another one of these stud on side bricks. And then I have this tall brick with clips like that. And then that gets covered over by a tile. Not sure what the little indent above the cash register is for, but whatever. Okay, so we get a blue sword, probably representing the mage character. So they actually sell the character's weapons as merch in this tournament. Interesting. Can I put it sideways so you can see the curvature better from the display angle? Let's find out. Yes, I can. So that's the sword in its clip. And then you have these pink Hulk hand pieces that go onto these studs. And these hands can actually be held by a minifigure and represent big, giant boxing gloves. So there's a cute little merch area for the truck. Now we need to keep building. It looks like now we're going to build sections to close it off. And hey, look at this. Here's an extra sword. If it doesn't come up in the instructions, I got something unique for my spare bits baggie. That's trans red. I need the trans orange one. And then the green brick. And then a panel. And then this step has, okay, so it's another one of those panel pieces, but on the outside I have to put the number 3 sticker. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that didn't line up too badly. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. And then I get this orange tile with the number 8 sticker. Oh, I see what's happening here. Sorry if I'm doing the stickers off camera. Stickers need to be more precise, so I don't want to twist my arms while doing stickers. And then it goes on this brick here, and that goes on like this. And now we get the red one, the trans red plate, and then another hinge to top this off. I like how for hinged sections, Lego always puts on reinforces it with another round of plates so that it's more secure. Like that. See, that section's not going anywhere. And then we get another 2x3 to cap off the section. So that's what the inside of this portion of the back of the truck looks like, with the pink orange player character, and that's what the back looks like. That's going to be seen on the outside. And this lines up here. Okay, so it closes like that. It closes like that, and you can see we have to build one for the other side as well. But then it swings open, and you have like this little merch area. According to the page number of the instructions, we are halfway through the build, approximately. Now we have to build up the same thing on the other side. So gotta find that gray piece. Okay, I'm definitely having fun with this one. Oh, I can see these printed panels. Is that going to be the backdrop for the scene in the middle of the truck? Probably. All right, now we got to do the first of the 2 stickers for this section. That's the other sticker, number 3. Yeah, I lined that one up pretty good. And now we do the other sticker. So there's the Blue Players merch sticker. That'll go onto here like this. All right, we need to find one more of the hinge units. There it is. Let's open that up so we can line it up properly. Yeah, so it does actually open all the way. And then, so of course, the plate to finish off that section. And then this will attach on this side like this. And so there's what the spread looks like for the merch area. And then you can close them up like this when you're ready for the truck to hit the road. And everything's safe and secure inside, and the truck has secrets. Oh. And then it looks like we start building up the body of the truck here with these. And then we put this plate over here to secure the whole merch area walls in place like this. And now you can just swing open the doors like that. And you have the merch area sectioned off from the rest of the truck. Yeah, that looks good. Let's close that up for now so it doesn't distract us from building the rest of the body of the truck. So yeah, that's how it goes. All right. So now let's so it looks like we're doing some highlights of the color scheme in the back here. And then another panel. in like this. Okay, you know what that's doing? That's bringing the wall up to the line where the main staging area begins there. So that's what that piece was for. So then I was right. We have actually not 2, but 3 of these backdrop panels. So we're going to put this first panel on like this. And it's actually facing away. And then we're going to take this panel, and 3 of this panel actually, and we're going to set them along the back like this. And that creates a backdrop and the rest of the screen element for the 2 characters who are fighting. So it's like that, and then as you move the characters, they move across the scenery like this. That's pretty cool. All right, so that does that step. And then I need to take this piece and I have don't know how long he's been knocked over. He keeps falling over. He might be a little top heavy with his hair. So now, yeah, so if I put this over those panels like that, that'll make some detail for the screen, I'm sure. And then another panel piece goes on this end of the backdrop like that. And now we have to do a sub-assembly. That's that's an axle hole like that. So that goes in there like that. And then I take this axle, and then it has this little red claw piece, which I think is meant to be an indicator of sorts, because that all slides onto the assembly through the axle like that. And then there's this gray piece here at the end. And then we put in this other identical axle, and we make another one of these indicator units. Oh, I see what's going on here, I think. Let's put it together and see if I'm right. And that goes on like this. And then I build another one of those end caps. And that plugs in like this. And that only goes on top of the screen. So this is what we just built. And it goes on top of the backdrop like this. And you move the sliders, and it's like health indicators for the 2 characters. Like this. See? So these blue and orange tiles here are like health indicators, and you move these to indicate health. there's quite a bit of friction on them. So I'm not sure how easy it will be to actually play with that feature. Especially when you're moving around with these other bits down here. And now it looks like we put this in front of the panel like that, which does cut off the end of the backdrop a little bit. But that's cool because it makes for some clean framing. Actually, I put that in the incorrect spot. The framing is supposed to be there. There's supposed to be a 1 stud wide gap. Okay. We have this big transparent piece here. And this actually goes in front of everything to make it look like a screen. Let me see. And that goes here like this. So this makes the whole section actually look like a screen. And with the characters in their neutral positions, we put the characters at start, they go right up to the edges of the screen. Yeah. And then we take this plate, and that goes over here to secure this all in place. And then we just gotta edge off the other side of the screen here. Which leads into this open section over here, which I have a feeling is in bag 4. Now we take this big plate and we put tiles on it. And then we have some of these tiles with clips that are often used for flags and banners. In fact, the Lego Mario set uses one for the finish line. And it looks like alright, so there's this whole section here, and that goes in over the screen like this. And this causes everything to line up and secure into place. So you have a nice little tournament area forming inside. Let's see, I want to make sure I line these up the same way on both sides. So then we take these 2 panels to make a little section over here, which causes this section here to become its own separate entity. We'll find out what that is soon enough. But we'll take that, section that off like that, and then it's time for bag 4 plus these big plates. Big pieces. These may be the single biggest pieces in my collection. In my collection of Lego pieces, I mean. The Black Pearl sails might be comparable in size, but these might be the biggest actual Lego elements in my collection of pieces. Alright. Oh, and we need to get out the rest of bag 4 as well. So my guess is these pieces are going to be used to create the walls of the truck and close off the play features. Bag 4. So yeah, it looks like this extra sword is just going to be an extra piece in my spare bits baggie. So one of my minifigures can become a cool blue magic ninja, I guess. Let's begin bag 4. In bag 4 I have to be careful because bag 4 contains wheel bits and I don't want them rolling off the table. That'll be more of a concern when the pile thins out and they can move more freely. Okay. So we take this big slope here. And then we have this little plate on top. And then we get a sticker. We're supposed to use the corner of the slope to align the sticker so that it looks straight. Yeah, that looks good. And this goes on the truck like this. And I would assume we do the same thing on the, yep, we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Yeah. So now we take the matching sticker. And that finishes the first sticker sheet. So there we go. And that's ready to attach to this side, like this. And that makes this whole front section its own little room thing. And then we have to do finishing the tiling along the top. That'll secure these sloped walls in the front, as well as just finish up the lining and highlighting for the color scheme, like this. Oh, the first sticker sheet is done. And now it's almost looking like the box art. Okay, so this is going to be the pink and orange players console chair, it looks like. Nice use of the rounded tile, one by one, to represent a computer mouse. Okay, lots of little detailing going on in this step. There's a printed tile. Computer keyboard. Which way is it facing? So it's facing that way. So if it's facing that way, I want to orient it like this, with what's obviously supposed to be the space bar on the bottom. And then I gotta find that other hinge piece, like this. And then we get a black tile. One moment. And then this tile gets the number 5 sticker. Oh, and you know what we're doing right now? This is going to be the pink and orange player's computer screen. That's what the sticker is. Oh, cool. So that's what the sticker looks like. And as you can see, it's the game from a first-person perspective. You see her looking down at her hands. That's all you see. And it looks like there's a health bar, and looks like she's making a magic spell. So this will go onto the computer section like this. And then this will angle up to be a computer screen. Not the most secure build, but you won't be manipulating it from that angle too often. And this goes on the front like this on her computer desk. And then we got to get another orange plate. And we need this slope. And the computer chair sits on this unit like this. And this hinge here will plug in to here like this. So the computer console folds into the truck like that for when it's going to hit the road, and then folds out for when the tournament is actually playing. And the pink player will sit here staring at her computer screen playing the game, while on the big screen, this is what the fans see, is the fight of the two characters. I would assume we're going to be building the same thing, but with a blue color scheme for the other side. Yep, here we go. I called it. Lego is often predictable with when they do things that are obviously meant to be mirrored. And I have to be careful here because the dark blue here in this lighting looks very close to black. I want to make sure I don't use black when the dark blue is intended. And here they actually did kind of a coloration, not the best idea for coloration, but they made the piece that represents the mouse the same color as the desk. I might swap it out for something from my spare bits baggie later, just to contrast a little better. Now we have to find the other keyboard tile. This piece will go on here. And now I need to take this black tile and make the other stickered computer screen representing the blue player's computer screen. Same deal as before. You can see him in first person looking down at his hands. You can see a health bar in the top. And I'll just put that on top of there. And we will put his computer, that on this little computer chair. And now we will build the bottom section. The size of this thing is making getting my hands in position to not fat finger too much very awkward. So bear with me as we bring this set to a close. Okay, so we've made his little gaming chair, and this will attach the same way the other one did. To this hinge right here. Snaps right in, and let's go ahead and close them up for right now. So that's what it looks like with the computer consoles fully closed in. But you know what? We can put them on display for a little bit. Until we're ready to actually close things in. Not that you can see them that well because the details are on the inside. Alright, so we do have to make the panels now. It says to do this 2 times. So these are going to be the outs. So these are going to be the big doors for the sides of the truck. And it uses more of these shield pieces like we saw earlier with the front of the truck's design. So we have to build 2 of these. Like this. So now I have to do that again. Let's make sure I'm doing it correctly. Good thing it didn't go on the floor that time. That was a Butterfingers moment. But non-disruptive to stream because it didn't go on the floor. Alright. Where are all these green triangles I'm supposed to have? Alright, one more of the triangle tiles. There it is. And then I can put on the last shield tile. And we will finish the decoration for the 2 sides. And hold on, one of these is going to get stickers on the back, isn't it? Let me just, yeah. So I don't want to attach The one on the front gets the stickers. So yeah, I see how they clip in. They'll clip in on the third little bar section from each side, but I'm not going to put these on just yet. I'm going to wait till the stickers are on. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and fold in the consoles for now, because we have to turn this unit upside down and face it this way, apparently. Okay, so now we're building a wheel section, it looks like. Ooh. Usually with road vehicles, wheels mean you're pretty much almost done. We have some finishing bits to do, but we're pretty much there. Okay. And these just have little tiny wheels that go into these little tiny tires. And we just have to put on 4 of them. So yeah, the reason I'm putting those side sections on last is because one of them is going to get a sticker. And the sticker will be much more difficult to apply if it's already attached. So to make sure I do everything correctly, I'm just going to hold off on putting them on. You know what I'll do? I'll put the one for the back side on. So this lines up with this gray plate here. And we have wheels for the back of the truck. And I'll come back around and put up the wall on the mechanism side. Like this. And it just hangs down over like that. So that's what the truck's going to look like when closed up. I like the little detailing bits. And then you can open it up, and there's the levers for the play feature. And these actually do slide easier now that they're securely on. Still a lot of friction though, they're not that easy to slide. These slide very easily and sometimes get stuck to each other. Alright, let's close that up. And you can still look at it, the inside for a little bit while I do the rest of this. Or not. I have to go back to the underside of the truck now for this step. Wait, did I get an extra tire? Look in my parts pile. There's another whole tire here. Is it an extra, or is there a part of this build that I do not know about? I guess we'll find out shortly. And now if we turn this back right side up, we put this clip piece on top in the front here. And then we put this piece here. And we have a windscreen piece here. We have this nice trans green windscreen piece that goes onto this clip and folds over. So you know what that little gold square inside is for? You know what that little gold square inside is for? It's to hold our little trophy that we made all the way back in bag 1. It's to hold the trophy until somebody wins it. Like that. Nice little spot for the trophy to sit until it's won. We'll go ahead and close it up like that. And it's looks nice and cool. And now we'll go ahead and put that down. And now we're building a little controller detail on top. Okay. Oh, I see what I see what it's doing here. Now if we take this bit goes on the back like this, and boom. Here's a little video game controller decoration that goes on the top of the truck, like this. There's still clearance to open that up and take out the trophy when it's straight on. When you go for the road on the road, you can turn it to the side like that as well for better road clearance. Is that supposed to close and flush? Or no, it's not. Okay. And now we will come over here. And this is going to be up like this. So I need to put the stickers on this. And these are the big, huge stickers that you saw on the box cover. These are the 2 single largest Lego stickers I've ever done. And I want to make sure that they're as good as possible. Because they're so big, they're very prominent. Okay, that one looks good. And so completes this other sticker sheet. Not my best sticker work, but not terrible. That's what they look like. Big, giant portraits of the 2 player characters. Now let's go ahead and pop this onto the top of the truck like this. And you open it up and you can see the players on display. And if you open this side of the truck as well, you can access the play controls. You can see them moving around. Well, no, you can't because I have the computer chairs inside. But if I pull these computer chairs out, like that, now you can see as the characters move around, and they're behind that screen to make it actually look like they're on a screen. That's pretty cool. The developers clearly put a lot of thought into this one. So yeah, the trophy goes in that front section like I demonstrated. And then we add the cab to the front. And actually, before I add the cab, so there, we did in fact get a spare tire, a spare sword and a spare tire. Those are two of the coolest pieces in my spare bits bag now. Before I go ahead and attach the cab, let's go ahead and take the two player characters and put them in their computer consoles. Well, it's a little difficult to get my finger in there. And it's designed such that you can actually close up the truck with the two player characters sitting in their chairs. Good for storage purposes, actually. Not so good for play. You don't want to suffocate them. And actually, it looks more dynamic if I have them facing into the crowd a little bit like that. So I have the two players in their chairs. And then here's another look at the front of the truck. And here's another look at the trophy inside. And you can't really see it because it's black on black, but there you go. And I'll go ahead and close up this truck now. So that's what it looks like with the desks folded in, with the players loaded into them. And one last look at the billboard panel over them, and then we'll go ahead and close that up. And it doesn't attach, it just rests in place, which is good. So that's what the truck looks like on the side. And this is another look at the cab. And this is what it looks like with the cab attached to the cab, leaving just the driver and the fangirl for me to pose later off stream. But you know what? It's not time to end. I just pulled something off because of course I did. Oh. One section I forgot. As long as we're doing a quick recap, let me come to the back of the truck again real quick and show you this section one more time. Open it up. There's the merch area. Blue sword, pink Hulk gloves, and mini portraits of the two player characters. Alright, let's close up the truck. Okay. And let's put it back on the cab. And let's see. Is there a way to store it such that you can have all the minifigures on the inside? Can Fangirl fit in the back? There's nowhere for her to stud into. But can I get her to fit inside the back? No, that doesn't work. Oh, that's okay. But even though Fangirl can't sit in the back, what we can do is we could put, so they're about to go on the road between cities, so we take the canopy off and we can put the host in and he becomes the driver. And he's still holding the microphone in his hand so he can vlog as he drives. Because hey, in the gaming world, there's a big connection with social media. And for storage purposes, for right now, I'll just, you know what we'll do? Fangirl here is going to be gripping the bars on the back, trying to steal a ride like that. That's totally silly and dangerous, but for storage purposes and to minimize my cleanup later, well, it's not going into storage, it's going back on display, which means Fangirl and host are actually going to be standing in front of the players. but this minimizes the amount of stuff I actually have to move around the room after stream. So yeah, there's our truck. There's our truck. But guess what? My brother finished work early today. My brother's job, they finished their rehearsal early today. And so in the mall, he works at a Medieval Times, and his castle is in a big mall that also has a Lego store. And he went down and asked me, he went down after work and asked me if I wanted anything. So we have a bonus set tonight. And this set, we have a bonus set tonight, will be Lego Mario Donkey Kong. This is the Dixie Kong Jungle Jam. And I pulled out some of my, I pulled out a few of my bits from the other night, so we can play with a few of the Peach interactions. Actually, let me get one more thing out of my bag that I need. When we are done building the Dixie Kong set here, we're going to create a very small mini course for Peach to play on, just so we can test the functionality a little better, because we didn't really do that properly on her stream. We didn't go over the game features too much. So yeah, we'll set that up at the end. But first, before we can think about Lego Peach and the interactive features, we need to build the set. And I think this set, the feature plays music, in which case we won't be on it too long because I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. So I just have to set this truck over to the side for a little bit. And let's go ahead and open up Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam. This will be my first expansion size expansion. You'll remember we got a couple of character packs on the last stream. So, hold on. So, let me make sure there's nothing else useful in these instructions. Oh, that's cool. Looks like Lego City is doing a whole lot of colorful vehicles, more colorful than they ever were before. I'm actually planning. There's two Lego City food trucks that I really like that they're going to be double featured into a stream sometime this spring. Probably next month. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff here. Alright, let's take this box aside. And so it looks like bag 1 is Dixie, bag 2 is Squawks and some side platforms, bag 3 is the stage, and bag 4 is the jungle backdrop. Okay, so let's take 4 off. Let's take 3 off. And let's take 2 off. So we can start with bag 1. And so it looks like these bits also go off to the side. And here's the pamphlet. Again, Lego Mario does not usually do instructions. They just have these little advertisements for shores. So we'll start with bag 1, which is the Dixie Kong build. Okay, and we just passed midnight. So this will be our midnight special set. Okay, so we're starting with, that's cool, dual color foot piece. So actually I had that backwards. There's the front of the feet. So Dixie is going to be my first member of the Kong family. There's actually five. The Donkey Kong. Um, Let me see if I get the numbers right here. The Donkey Kong wave of Mario sets includes four members of the Kong family, and I'm missing somebody, aren't I? No, five members of the Kong family and four of their animal friends. We're gonna have two of the animal friends come in the huge Diddy minecart set. So but by the end of this sequence, we'll have one Kong and two of their animal friends, and then we'll play with Peach a little more once, so that I can show off some of the interactions a little better. That's a piece I've never seen before. This pink piece here, that's all one piece. I've never seen that before. Okay. Then they've got this brown stud in the front. The cool thing about the Lego Mario series is that all the characters, with the exception of the three electronic figures, are brick built. And I'm planning to get all the 56 blind bag standalone creatures and do a marathon stream of them. But it's going to take me some time to get that budgeted and set up. That's probably not something we'll do until the summer. But I definitely want to do an all creatures marathon stream. Okay, and now the characteristic Kong arms. Since the Kongs have bigger arms than some of the Mario creatures, they actually have articulated hands that are two separate pieces. The arm and the hand are two separate pieces, rather than most Lego Mario creatures where it's a single mold. And then we get this piece here. Okay, so yeah. We're not going to do too much playing with Peach, but we're actually going to build a mini course. And there's one interaction in particular with Bowser that I want to try out. Oh, and there's what the eye brick looks like for Dixie. My plan for Mario, I have Rambi the Rhino and the Dixie Kong set now, so my plan for Mario is I think I want to get some more of the Mario sets, but in addition to the Creatures Marathon, I think I do also want to go in on the two bigger Donkey Kong sets and create a mostly Donkey Kong course, because I actually played more when I was younger and playing the Donkey Kong games and the Mario games. I actually played more Donkey Kong than Mario. So this section goes on top of this section like this. And it's starting to look like a monkey girl. Looks like she has a similar shaping to the Yoshis from the other night. And as you can see, this slope is printed with her nose. And you can lean her forward like monkeys do, like that. Or if you put her hands straight down, you can stand her up. I know she's facing away from the camera right now, but I did that incorrectly. Yeah. No, I put that piece together incorrectly and now it's not coming off. I don't even know how I would use the brick separator to pull this out. I've never used the... There we go. And now you know why, even though I hardly ever use it, I always keep my tool nearby during LEGO streams. I just had it sitting off to the side most of the stream because I didn't need it yet. Now that's more correctly created. And there we go. So she's got a little hat. And now it looks like we get to put these earring pieces on for her. Along with some shaping for her hair on these side studs here. And I know these pieces are so tiny right now that basically fat fingering and you can't see them that well. And we will do the same thing on this side. She looks good so far. And now it looks like we're making her famous ponytail. Have you ever seen a gorilla with a ponytail? I haven't. But hey, these are the Kong family are cartoon gorillas. Where's the clip? The clip is there. And that shapes on. This goes onto the clip back there. And then like that. So there's Dixie Kong. And her ponytail goes all the way to the floor. And then we put this guitar in her hand. Yeah, there's a cute little guitar piece here. And the set comes with another guitar in another color for the interactive character to pick up and use. So that's what she looks like holding the guitar. It cannot be posed so that you can show the other arm holding the guitar too. That would have been amazing, but Lego engineering isn't quite there yet. I take that back. Lego engineering definitely can allow for that to happen. We've seen scale models of the Eiffel Tower that are as high as half the height of this room. Have you seen the Star Wars UCSs and the other really huge things they've been putting out? The Titanic, the Concorde, the Dune helicopter thing. So anyways, there's Dixie Kong, and she can watch the action. Bag 2 doesn't look very substantial. Yeah, bag 2 is Squawks and the 2 side platforms. Squawks the parrot, another one of the Kong animal friends. You can see that Squawks uses the same molded foot piece that Toad and the Yoshis and a few of the Mario enemies use. So the interaction tile is not with Dixie Kong or Squawks here, but it's actually on the stage. And like I said, I think it plays music, so we won't be able to stay on it too long. Okay, so that piece is probably meant to represent his tail feathers. There it is. And now we gotta detail off his sides like this. And that's a cool layered effect that they're doing for the feathers. And hey, look, the shield piece again, this time in a different shade of green than the one we used before in the other set. And then we turn it around and we do the same detail work on the other side. Oh, that's cool. It's subtle, but these studs on side bricks that we just put on his front are actually a slightly different shade of green than the rest of his body. And there's his eye tile, or eye brick, I should say. depending on their shape. Some Mario characters have eye bricks, and some of them have eye tiles. Actually, so far the stream's not taking me as long as I thought it would. So far, at least. But hey, with the 2 character builds done, it shouldn't take me that terribly long to build the stage. And then we'll play with Peach for a few minutes. Look at some of the interactions we did incorrectly the other day. And if there's Squawks, he can watch the stage being built as well. Okay, so now let's start building up these 2 side platforms here. That's cool. So this little side platform is a little drum kit. It doesn't do anything. It's just set dressing, but it's pretty cool. Now for this little side platform, oh cool. You know what we're doing with this side platform? We're creating the speaker for the stage. And then we take this little piece here, we take the red stud, and then we attach the guitar into the hole on the stud. Okay, so unlike the blue guitar that Dixie's holding, this red guitar actually has a little bit of the electric pickups attached to the back of it. That's cool. And the idea is this is a Mario, Peach, or Luigi can pick up this guitar and play along with Dixie. Bag 3, we're going on to the main portion of the stage now. So let me set these aside. And this will take off to the side. Let's do bag 3. I really don't understand why bag 3 and bag 4 needed to be separated. We do need these 2 base plates. And this bag has some rolly pieces that we need to be mindful of. There's not really terribly much in bag 4, but actually there's a more substantial number of pieces than I thought there would be. They basically make up the trees in the back. These are the biggest Mario style base plates I have so far. These are the 8 stud wide ones. I think the biggest ones that I have so far are the 6x6s. Give me one moment. I need to look something up real quick. Okay, all right, sorry about that. Let's bring this back up. Okay. I like when I can do bonus builds, unexpected builds on stream and surprise you guys. Sometimes it doesn't thematically make sense, but we built the gaming tournament truck. And, well, the Mario system and the Donkey Kong sets that are part of the Mario system are related to, they're a big piece of gaming history. Okay, so putting this brick here. All right. The connection between those base two base plates is now more secure. And now we build this little thing running between them. So we're building the lower structure for what's going to be Dixie Kong stage here. And I guess I should put this where the camera can try to see it. All right, now we got to take 2 pins into these here. Sorry about that. As long as these steps are relatively straightforward like this, I can do it facing away from me. Once the stage is more complete and substantial and I have to put it down to add on to it, that won't really be possible anymore. Okay, this one I want to do facing me because it looks like the flowers are supposed to face a certain way. get these nice big pink flowers that we saw several of the other day. Okay. So now we need to build another layer of steps here. So these are steps to go onto the stage platform, it looks like. It looks like the pin tubes that we put on the back are what's going to hold the two trees in place in the next bag. And then we have 3 of these turntable units. And these turntables, you'll see in a moment, so we have 3 turntables, and now we have these big gear plate pieces that are going to function as the stage. And that's what they look like on the back. And these clip onto the turntables like this. And then there's going to be one on this side as well. Or let's do the middle one first. We need to put the interaction tile on. So there's the interaction tile. And you can, it does have a music note symbol, so yeah, this is one we should be wary of. And then this platform will go in the middle. And then we have another platform. And this one, unlike the first platform, also looks like it needs to be built up with a tile, a plain tile in the middle that doesn't do anything. Oh, I see what you're supposed to do here. Oh, you know what? That's Squawks' platform. If we come in here and just slightly take it apart and take that orange tile out, you can put Squawks on his perch and plug it right into the middle like that. That's a thing. I think I want to build it that way instead. I'm going to hold off on putting this orange tile in for right now. I'm not satisfied with the way I lined that up. I want primary alignment to be kind of with that straight. Have these two as straight as possible. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. And then as they start dancing, that's when they start spinning all sorts of out of sort. Yeah, that'll be good enough for what I want. All right. You'll notice I have 2 spare bits piles. That's because I want to keep the spare bits from the 2 sets distinct. Okay, here's another one of these string with bars. I've actually seen this in 3 sets so far. This isn't that common a piece, and I have 3 sets that have it. That's pretty cool. So it looks like it's telling me right up front, I want to do this construction 2 times. Okay. So yeah, we don't want to be backtracking later, so let's do what it says and build it 2 times. And on this page, it looks like we finished this unit on this page, so These bars have slots in these tubes have like little slots in the middle. So if these are the tree trunks, I'll try and rotate these tubes so that they go in the back where they can't be seen. Oh, I need to do that one more time. I like Lego tree builds. They've been getting clever and they've been getting good at doing different styles of trees. You have realistic trees that you see in some sets, and then you have the more cartoony trees like you see here. And these plug into the back. Let me make sure the slots are on the back side where they can't be seen from the front, which is pretty much already a thing on this one. I like the spinning gear stage here. That's a cool effect. Hey, we get 2 more of the Lego bananas in this set. Rambi only came with 1. Okay. Bananas are a big deal in the Donkey Kong world. So we're supposed to attach the banana to the tree leaf like that. And this time the bananas are actually part of the scenery, meaning they're not loose and fall outable like the Rambi one that can get lost easily. Sorry, I had to turn the stage towards me a little bit for right now. But hey, that tree is on. Now we have to make another. We have to make another banana tree for the other side of the stage. Sorry, I did that off camera. And now I gotta put this one over here. And now I just want to look at them and make sure I'm satisfied with their alignment. Yeah, this one's totally not. This one's facing in opposition of how it needs to be. So if I turn this element a little bit, it's probably good enough for what we need it for. And then we attach the string along the back side of it. So we put one onto this tree, and then we put the other end onto this tree. And we want it to flex downwards because this is gravity, so we want it to look natural. So we're going to make 4 of these lanterns and attach them to the bars on the tree. And then we're just going to try and flex things out to make them straight enough to look good. So one goes on here. It's just like when we attached the Christmas lights to the Star Wars scene a few months ago. I don't think my string is flexing the right way, but I don't know how to fix that. I can fix the position of the lanterns on the string, I think. Yeah, these last 2 lanterns are definitely misaligned here. Okay, that's a little better. This whole thing is terribly uneven. I don't know, what do you think? Okay, so now it looks like we're building a microphone assembly. Oh, I'm totally off camera. Sorry. And this is a little more substantial than the microphone that the announcer had in the previous set. This one is bigger and has more stage presence. It's not the standard minifigure accessory microphone. And this will go here in front of where Squawks is supposed to stand. And then so this is showing me how to use these 2 plates to attach the side platforms. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and put this back here. And then you can put the drums on this side like this. And then you do the same thing on this side. And I'm actually going to put the little platform on first and then put it on the big one. And there's the stage. And if you turn it, the stage spins to give the simulation of them dancing. And then you put Squawks here. He's meant to just stand there, but with the tile removed, I can actually, maybe it doesn't work. Hold on. Okay, no. I was doing things wrong. We do want the tile there. Because otherwise you can't actually put him in that spot with a microphone in the way. You attach him to these two studs in the back, and he sits half studded on the tile like that. So he's still semi-secure. All right. And then you come around to this side, and you stand Dixie Kong on her platform. How does she line up? She doesn't really line up. How do they have her lining up? We'll put her there so she's a bit closer to the center. So there's Squawks and Dixie getting ready to give their concert. And that's the end of the instructions. So I'm going to turn off the browser so you can see all the table space. All right. First, let's take a look at a couple of the interactions from the other night. So let me just pull out the stuff I pulled out for this tonight. We may not use all of it for our mini course, but we'll use some of it. I didn't bring out the Yoshis. We don't really need them. Rambi can come back. He's from the Donkey Kong series, but I didn't bring out his boxes. And I brought out the Bowser car. Because turns out I didn't fully understand the play features on Bowser car. And I brought out this guy, the fuzzy with the invincibility block, just because I've learned something interesting about the invincibility block. So we're going to first play around a little bit. There she goes. And you won't be able to see the screen that well, but if we put her on the stage, it plays the Donkey Kong music. And from the sounds of it, gives a lot of coins. Okay? So that's a cool interaction. And what I didn't realize about Rambi, if you jump on Rambi, it makes the stomping noise. He's probably not going to be useful for the actual course, so we'll set him off to the side. And then the thing, I learned that, of course, one-shot enemies, you jump on them, you get a coin. But the invincibility star is supposed to make you more powerful for multi-hit enemies. So we're going to test that right here with Bowser. Let's see if it holds true for Bowser. Yeah! It one-hit kills Bowser. And I wasn't sure if I'd be able to test that because Bowser is my only multi-hit enemy so far. Actually, I have Lemmy over there. He's a few hits. I didn't pull him out for this, but yeah, the invincibility block one-hit kills Bowser. The other thing I wanted to show you that we didn't do right is this lever. If you open the back of the car, actually, if you flick this lever with enough force, you can actually, you're supposed to be able to launch the bombs like that. The bombs have no useful gameplay feature, so let's go ahead and put them away. But the other interaction that I didn't, if you lay her down, she goes to sleep. Now, if you wake her up and put her in the car, we know she starts to drive. But what I didn't realize is if you push this lever, not only does it make the face on the front of the car chomp, there's a mini Bowser face on the front of the car. Pushing this lever chomps. And you can honk the horn. But you got to make sure you realign the code when you're done honking the horn. Okay, that's enough driving. So now, let's put together a mini course. And we'll put Bowser here. And we'll put the stage here. We'll have Peach do a little starter thing. And we'll have her, actually, we'll have Bowser here. We'll have his car in front of him like that. We'll make it so Peach can drive to the finish line. How's that sound? And we'll put the lava bubble at the end of this little lava strip here. She probably won't interact with him, but let's... So there's that. Yeah, you can already see how cluttered this table is. And I just have a few pieces out. So yeah, there's no way we'll be able to do a proper course on this table. But I didn't really demonstrate the actual timed game coin collection mode. So Bowser will stand next to his car. Ramby's not really going to do anything for us right now. And we'll pull the stage back a little bit here. So we'll put the pipe here next to the stage. And let's begin this little run. So she's gonna start the stage, dance for a little bit, grab the invincibility square, one hit kill Bowser, and then go for a little drive to reach the finish line. And the lava bubble guy is just set decoration. Let's see if this works in timed mode. Wow, 69 coins. 69 coins. That's one of the internet meme numbers. I think we're done here for today. Let's not waste battery.
See you later.
All right, and with that, let's try and raid out. Yeah, Stargirl's on tonight. She's a good exit raid. You'll like her, I think. All right, that was fun. It'll be a little while before I have more Lego because my budget's tapped out probably for the month. I have some expenses due in a few weeks. But I do have a two single pack Speed Champions cars in the mail system somewhere. So we'll probably be continuing that series with at least one of them. But I want to keep one Speed Champions in reserve at all times for when I need emergency stream content. So even though I have two coming, I'm probably only going to build one right away. So look for that stream probably sometime next week, and that'll probably be my last physical Lego stream for the month. But I also have a virtual Lego stream also planned. Nothing too terribly exciting, but it's filler. And of course, all the gaming streams. So I guess I'll see you soon, and I'll try and get some games going. At least one gaming stream over the weekend, I think. And I'll see you soon, and let's raid Stargirl and have a good night. I love Lego. All right, so have a good night. All right, so have a good night.